Yeah. They told me I wouldn't be nothing.
Mental Madness. This your host KG. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. We're gonna get straight to it. Episode 1. The pain runs deep. And what pain might that be? I'm sure you all are asking. I'm sure you all are curious to know. The concept and the purpose of this platform is to create an environment where other men like myself could come and express their emotions or their inner thoughts, whatever you want to categorize it as, and not feel like they're going to be ridiculed or criticized or viewed as less than a man, because we're all human beings at the end of the day. Both male and females deal with emotions. We may deal with them differently, and myself, I'm very capable of controlling my emotions. And a lot of times for men, controlling our emotions means bottling them up. And I've been a professional at that for a long time. And that's not a good thing, because it leads to what I expressed to you all. The conversation that came across the table at dinner was, who do you think commits suicide more, male or female? And the response that I got was male. And I asked, well, why do you feel like that is a sufficient answer? And I was told that that's the correct answer, because studies show that, and they actually do. You know, men are likely to commit suicide 3.88 times, basically 4 times more than a woman would do so. And the 12th leading cause of death in the United States is suicide. So 4 times the amount of men are going to commit suicide than women. And the pain runs deep. I categorized this, or I titled this episode that, because the pain runs deep, because it has to run deep in order for men to commit suicide at such a higher rate, or for anyone to commit suicide. The pain has to run deep. But I want to address it from a male's perspective, particularly because many of us don't have a space like this where we can come and talk. You know, this has become a thing in the last, I'd say, 12 or 24 months, the past year or so, where men are coming to the point where they're speaking out and they're articulating their emotions. And I commend brothers that are doing that. I commend advocates of such. I commend platforms that are, you know, trying to draw the brothers in to build a community where it's safe to come and express yourself and you won't be viewed any differently. You know, because I understand, you know, suicide from the perspective of, I wanted to commit suicide at 15 years old. Because my dad and I didn't have the greatest relationship, and my mom's strong suit was being a provider for me and my 2 sisters. And I got involved in the gang at a young age, hustling, you know, had my stint with the federal government, literally, not figuratively. So yeah, I lashed out at a young age, and I partook in shit that I shouldn't have been involved in, because I was trying to be noticed. I wanted to feel embraced. I wanted to feel appreciated. I wanted to feel valued. And that's what a lot of men struggle with, because we live in a society that tells us we're just supposed to be providers, and it's almost like that's it and that's all. Your job is to provide, excuse my French, shut the fuck up. And I think that is a narrative that has been pushed since the beginning of time. You know, I can't speak for the older, the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s. I'm an 80s baby. I wasn't around during those times. I don't know if men had platforms or environments where they felt comfortable enough to come and express their emotional realities. I just know that in the time that I grew up until now, like I said, a year or 2 ago, there wasn't many platforms as such. There wasn't many communities that was embracing men that expressed their emotions and still maintained their masculinity. You know, if you express yourself in an emotional context in today's society, you're gonna be told to man up, or you're gonna be viewed as soft. And I would encourage brothers, and I'm not saying to suppress how you feel. What I'm saying is, expressing yourself in an emotional capacity doesn't make you less of a man. It doesn't make you less of a protector or a provider. It makes you human. It makes you relatable. You know, because I'm pretty sure many of you can relate being, a man that grew up and had some I'm not gonna say unfair circumstances, but you made some poor choices, or you may have grew up in a household where a parent wasn't there, and you sought that love and attention from that other parent through other channels, whether it be the streets, whether it be through women, or it's a variation of things that people do to try to take away from their emotional instability or to mask their emotional instability. And I think that I encourage my brothers to come talk. You know, hit the subscribe button, man. Stay tuned. I'm gonna tap in with y'all every week and just share and pour and pour. And I'm also gonna provide you with an email. You can email me. We can have private conversations there. I'm also gonna set up a group chat or a private chat, and I forget what app it is. Let me I'll tell you exactly what app it is now because I actually have it on my phone. I'm actually going to be open to doing private Zoom calls to have one-on-ones to just encourage you all, regardless of where you are in this world. We have the ability to stay connected. Zoom is going to be an app that I'm definitely going to use to create an environment where we can just talk amongst the brothers and just be of encouragement to one another. In Telegram, Telegram, create a private chat in there for us to just be able to come unload and express ourselves what we may have dealt with, throughout the day. How you feeling? Because to check on your mental health and your emotional health is important. And I just believe that for far so long, a lot of men have been left out of those equations. We've been left out of those rooms. We haven't been invited in, or we haven't created a room or a platform to where as though we can invite one another in to be each other's safe haven, to be each other's encouragement. And I think that the women, our sisters, would be more embracive of a man that was able to express his emotions and articulate them in such a way to where as though we won't have to feel like we're less than a man if we're articulating how we feel emotionally amongst our partner or amongst other women in general. It doesn't take away from our masculinity to open up and express how it is to be feeling. It doesn't take away from your masculinity to shed a tear either. It doesn't make you, again, not a protector. It doesn't make you, if you're good with your hands, it doesn't make you less good with your hands. It doesn't make you less of a provider. It doesn't make you less of a man. I just want us to get away from that stigma of, man up. Because what the hell does that even mean? Manning up. I thought God set the standards of what a man should be and how a man should conduct himself. And I've never read in any spiritual book that a man isn't to cry, that a man isn't to deal with emotions. I'm told that we should have self-control. We shouldn't allow our emotions to transpire into anger and rage and become belligerent or become harmful to others or harmful to self. But we should be able to express how we feel or express our thoughts and the emotions that we may be dealing with at whatever times. Because like I said, like the statistics show, suicide is the 12th leading cause of death in America. And men are 3 times likely to commit suicide more than women. And I just want that, if I can add to that number decreasing, and if I can add to life, to my existence on this earth, whatever time I have left here, to be a platform, to build a community, then maybe another brother can carry on, if my time is called and somebody can carry the mantle. I just want to be a part of a change for the brothers. When I say brothers, I mean the men, not necessarily any particular ethnic group, because we all come from different walks of life, regardless of what our ethnicity is. We've had experiences where, as men, we couldn't express certain things because we fell into the ideology of what society has pressed. Men are not to cry. Men shouldn't show emotions. You got to bottle things up and keep it inside. And that's just pure nonsense, because we have emotions as well. We should be able to have a place where we can come, again, starting off conversing amongst one another, so that we can get a better understanding. If we don't know how to articulate, we can show each other how to articulate our emotional views and things of that nature. Again, you can reach out to me via email, mentalmadnessnwk@gmail.com. Press the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. I'm going to strive to be at y'all every week. Go follow us on Instagram @mentalmadnessnwk. Also on Twitter at Mental Madness, the number 11. And also on TikTok at Mental Madness NWK. I just want us to stay connected. I want to build a community of brothers where we can come and talk, share ideas, and share what even if it's a day-to-day experience and we're dealing with, tomorrow may be a bad day for somebody emotionally. I want you to be able to shoot an email. Hey, bro, you got a moment? Let's connect on Zoom. Let's connect on Telegram. Add me to the group chat. Create a private chat for just you and I where I can express some things to you. I'm open for that all. Because I would want someone to do the same for me. So I'm striving to extend my hand genuinely, because this is just what I want. Because I wish that when I was younger, dealing with those emotions of wanting to be embraced by my family, because it was times where I felt like I was the black sheep. I felt like, I had a stepbrother, and I felt like my dad's side of the family in particular took more of a liking to him and more of an embrace to him. My stepbrother, not my father's son by blood, but through marriage. I dealt with that for a long time. And that shit was a heavy, heavy, heavy weight to bear. And I'm pretty sure many of you can relate. So this is why Mental Madness is here. And this is why I'm going to strive to be here, child, on a week-to-week basis. Again, go follow me on all those platforms. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, shoot an email. Even if you got a particular topic that you want me to focus in on, I could discuss that as well. Love is love. Until next time.